Good morning. My name is Guus Rimmelzwaan, and as one of the co-chairs of ISV's virtual congress, it's my great pleasure to introduce you to the program of day one. So before going into the topics of the plenary sessions, we will first have the opening session, which will be chaired by Manon Cox. In this opening session, we will have the welcome address by our president, Guus, and then we have a presentation of the first keynote speaker of this congress, which is Ian Lipkin. Ian Lipkin is the director of the Center of Infection and Immunity at Mailman School of Public Health, Columbia University. He's an eminent epidemiologist and an expert in the arena of diagnosis of and response to emerging infectious diseases. And today he will talk about GAP, which is the Global Alliance for Pandemic Prevention, which is an initiative to detect, contain, and respond to infectious diseases in human populations and animals. So it's a great pleasure to have Ian Lipkin in our program, and I'm very much looking forward to his presentation. Then we will have the first plenary session, and the overarching theme of both plenary sessions that we have today is novel vaccines, novel formulations, and delivery systems. So the first plenary session, New Vaccines on the Horizon, will be chaired by David Weiner, the Guus Institute, Sonja Boget of GSK. And in this session, we will have three presentations. The first one is presented by John Heinrichs of Sanofi Pasteur, who will talk about RSV immunization approaches for infants and children. And of course, RSV is a big problem still in children, and no vaccines are available. So it's a very timely and important topic. The second presentation is by Florian Kramer of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, and he will talk about HA stock and NA-based next generation influenza vaccines. And yeah, the goal of these novel vaccine approaches is, of course, to induce more broadly protective immune responses. And then the third presenter of this session is Michael Princiotta of Epivax, and he will talk about the efficient selection of tumor-associated neoantigens in the design of personalized cancer vaccines. Of course, this is also a very important topic. So after this session, we will have a Q&A session, which is live. And then we move on to the poster session. So we have also some posters, and I encourage everyone to also look at the posters. Then we have the second plenary session of today, which is about new developments in technology. This session will be chaired by Lenny Moyes of Epivax and Amy Espeset of Merck. And again, we will have three presentations in this session. The first one is by Neil King of the University of Washington, and he will talk about computational design of nanoparticle vaccines for influenza viruses, coronaviruses, and beyond. Then we have the second speaker from Monash University, Colin Putten, and he will talk about delivery of messenger RNA vaccines, current status and future opportunities. And of course, this is also a timely topic because the current use of messenger RNA vaccines against SARS-CoV-2 is one of the cornerstones in controlling this pandemic. So these are recent developments, and yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting talk. The third presentation in this session is by Angus Foster of Vaxxas, and he will talk about Vaxxas high-density microprojection array patch as a way to deliver vaccines in a needle-free fashion. And of course, these are very interesting developments as well. Also, this session will be concluded with a Q&A session, and again, this will be held live. So then, after the 2 sessions, we will have 2 master classes and 2 Meet the Fellows sessions. And the first master class is about T-cell immunology. And this masterclass will be presented by Katrien Kietzieska of the University of Melbourne at the Peter Doherty Institute for Infection and Immunity. And Katrien is an expert in the area of T-cell immunity to virus infections, and I'm sure she will deliver a fantastic masterclass on this topic. Then we will have a Meet the Fellows session number 1, which will be given by David Weiner and Sarah Gilbert of the Guus Institute and the University of Oxford, respectively. For sure, they will discuss all the options we have for novel vaccine formulations, from DNA to RNA to viral vectors, and I'm looking very much forward to their conversation. The second masterclass is about innovation and manufacturing of COVID vaccines, given by Barry Buckland. And of course, this is a very timely topic, and I'm looking very much forward to his talk and an overview of all the COVID vaccines we have available today. And then the last Meet the Fellows session is with Linda Klavinskis, King's College, and Xavier Salens of the Ghent University. Both are excellent immunovirologists or viral immunologists, and they will discuss correlative protection against virus infections. I'm looking forward to that conversation as well. So with that, I conclude my introduction to the program. I hope you will enjoy the program, and I wish you a very nice day. Thank you very much.